So it's March 2019, and I'm thinking, how do I take my YouTube channel, which is kind of haphazard, don't really know what I'm doing with it, and turn it into a business and get clients and leads from it? And here's the thing, a lot of people, maybe this is something you're falling into as well, you're thinking about YouTube as a social media platform, and it is not just a social media platform. It is in fact a very, very powerful business asset. So in March 2019, I decided to convert my YouTube channel from just a hobbyist channel and turn it into a professional business channel. And in order to do that, I had to make 5 critical mindset shifts, which I want to share with you today. Mindset shift number 1 that I needed to make was to go from trying to attract subscribers to trying to attract my ideal audience. Now, this is such a critical shift that you need to make when you want to have a business YouTube channel, because you don't want to attract everybody. You want to attract the ideal people who are then going to convert into wanting to work with you or buy from you or become loyal and follow you, right? So if those are your objectives, you really have to start with the audience framework here. Now, YouTube itself says that, the algo follows the audience. So you're good if you are understanding who your audience is first. And if you have your ideal audience, you want to go one step further. If you know what your ideal audience is going to be, and you start to make every video based on, will this appeal to my ideal audience, then you're automatically also going to be in good light with the algorithm as well, right? So it's a double win. Now, how do you determine who your ideal audience is going to be, right? So you really want to start with thinking about, okay, what do I want to be known for? What problems do I want to solve? And who has these specific problems? That's it. It can be as simple as that, right? So you want to think about, I want to solve fitness for new moms. Okay, that's my audience. You're going to attract new moms who've just given birth and want to get fit, right? So that's how the audience piece works. And once you have this in place, you're no longer going to be held to subscriber numbers. You're no longer going to be like, oh my God, I need to get these many subscribers to be successful. You're going to stop thinking like that, and you're going to start to think like a business owner, leveraging YouTube to attract the right ideal audience. And that is going to make all the difference in what you're going to create, how you're going to create it, and how you're going to show up online. So the second mindset shift that I needed to make is to not think so much about vanity metrics as being my success criteria, but really to focus on business metrics as being the barometer of success for me. So if vanity metrics are likes and follower counts and subscriber counts, then business metrics for me were conversions, were engagement, were leads, were rich comments. And I know this, that when you make videos, and when I made videos trying to appeal to everyone, yes, I got a lot of views, but oftentimes I got a lot of the audience that I wasn't trying to attract. And that's going to happen when you're focusing on vanity metrics, because you're constantly running after more views, more views. And I clearly, distinctly remember that there was a short that I made and it went viral. I don't know, 350,000 views or something. And the audience inside was completely not aligned with people who would eventually want to work with me. So I literally had to turn off comments on that short because it was just attracting the wrong audience. And this is the thing, I wanted to be more mindful and intentional about creating videos that can perhaps go viral, but they also should attract the right audience. So I wanted to start to measure the right audience in terms of who I'm attracting, and the comment section was where I turned my attention. So I really became hyper-focused on, I want rich comments, I want people to leave meaningful comments, I want people to tell me whatever the thing is that I'm asking in the video, go deeper into their problem. I also looked at comments in terms of who were my super fans, who were people who were binge watching my videos, commenting on my videos, sharing that they took the strategy that I shared and worked it on their channel, and they were successful with it, right? So those were the people, those were the kind of comments I was looking for, and those were the people who then eventually would want to work with me as well. So that's kind of where I turned my attention, and that's where I would ask you to look as well. So if you're right now in the process of trying to shift from a hobby channel and go pro and be more business focused, try to get more meaningful comments and look at the people who are commenting, reward them, engage with them, comment back, check out their channel, subscribe to them, give them advice, right? So you want to engage the people who are then going to turn into perhaps your biggest fans, your subscribers, and also perhaps will want to work with you. Apart from comments, one other key feature that I love to track is conversions. So how many people are watching videos and then converting and getting on my email list? And I use ConvertKit for that. I'll put an affiliate link down in the description below. But essentially, if you want me to make a full video on how I'm tracking conversions, how I'm using ConvertKit, then let me know. Type in convert down in the comments below and I'll know that you want that video. Mindset shift number 3 is kind of a tricky one, which means you may have to rewatch this one to really get its value. But essentially, mindset shift number 3 is that instead of only creating entertainment content or only creating business content, you actually want to create edutainment content. And it's interesting how you want to think about this, because you want to think about every single video having business value. Okay, so that's how you want to think about this. Now, what do I mean when I say this? So when I'm creating videos for my audience, every single video has to position me as somebody who is knowledgeable as a YouTube strategist. So perhaps I want to position myself as I know how to do SEO, or I know how to script videos, or perhaps I know how to be confident when I'm filming outside with people around, right? So every single video has a tie-in to positioning you as the go-to expert, as the go-to authority for the field that you are an expert in, right? So that's what you want to do. So perhaps you have experience, you want to talk about that. Perhaps you've worked with clients, you want to talk about that. Perhaps you have degrees or recognition or awards, or you've, done some trial and error, you've discovered some methods that work, or perhaps you've been on a personal transformation journey, right? So whatever your expertise is, whatever thing is that positions you as an authority, that makes you feel that you're somebody that people can learn from, that they can follow, that they can relate to, that they would like to be like, that is the thing that you need to showcase in every single video. So every single video has to have a business objective at the end of a day. And that is what is going to shift you from being just a content creator to becoming a YouTube entrepreneur on YouTube. Mindset shift number 4 is probably the biggest game changer, and probably also the most powerful mindset shift that you're going to make. And that is shifting away from thinking about YouTube monetization in terms of AdSense only, and thinking about either your own products and services or affiliate products and services. AdSense sounds very glamorous, but the truth is that AdSense is keeping you tied in, because when you are only focused on YouTube monetization through AdSense, you are actually building YouTube's business, not your own. Because all you're doing is getting on the content creation hamster wheel, trying to get as many views as possible so that your videos can earn money by sponsors putting ads on your videos. You have no control how many ads, how long, how much they pay you. The income is going to fluctuate really wildly. You have no control of what kind of ads are going to show on your platform. Are they going to be appropriate or not? You literally are giving away all of your control, right? And that is an okay strategy for a short term, but if you really want to build a long-term business on your YouTube channel, it's not a good strategy. You want that control, you want to have your own products and services, and the easiest way to start is literally by offering a service. And if you don't want to offer a service, I have a video on how to create a digital product that makes you $1,000 a week. I'll link to that down in the description. You can check that out after this video is over. I also have lots of client examples. For example, one of my clients, Sabine, is just making money from affiliate products, like $20,000 with just 6 videos. And so there are so many more and better ways to monetize your YouTube channel, but you have to shift away from thinking about monetizing your channel with AdSense and think about monetizing every single video with products and services. And I know this is a big shift for most people to make, but once you make it, switch over to the other side, things get so much easier, momentum builds so much faster, and it's so much more rewarding to have your YouTube channel as a source of income. Mindset shift number 5 is to not try to go famous, but instead try to become the go-to authority in your field, in your niche. Now, a lot of people think about fame as being the deciding factor to success, right? They think the more people that know about them, the more magazine covers they're on, the more their income and authority is going to build up. But that's not necessarily true. What builds your income and authority is you being considered as an authority figure, you being considered as an expert, you being somebody who has value to share, you being somebody who gives good information, good advice, right? So instead of thinking about just trying to be famous on YouTube, try to think about becoming the go-to authority on YouTube. So if you would like to go from a hobby creator to a YouTube entrepreneur and get business focused, and you want to implement all of these mindset shifts that I talked about today, go and check out the YouTube Entrepreneur Society, which is exactly what we do inside there, and you would be a great fit if that is your goal. I'll put a link down to yes down in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.